the stuff that we need, like going live and everything, is perfectly fine before, we start talking, start chatting. How's everybody doing today? Got people on Twitch, people on YouTube, on TikTok. We got 69 people on TikTok already, 88. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for being here. Let me go ahead and change this. Yeah, we got a few people over here on YouTube. 200 people on TikTok. Wow. 235 people. How's everybody doing today? Make sure you guys double tap that screen. Comment down below if you want to, talk about some sort of cryptocurrency. What's up, Matt? Good morning. Good morning. Good, and you? I'm doing pretty good. Good morning from South Jersey. Thank you for watching. Good morning, everyone. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Bro, when you make a video about Dogelon Mars. So I made one video about Dogelon Mars, but I'm not really the largest fan of Dogelon Mars because of the Methuselah Foundation. Usually I don't like positions that are holding certain amount of coins out of circulation, especially a larger amount of coins out of circulation. I'm here to hype you up. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Matt. All you and other crypto fanatics. I have 3.3 million Luna Classic. What do you think? I think that's a good amount to have. It depends on what you want to gain out of it. But we're definitely going to talk about the title. I've talked about this in the past. The fact that being a Terra Luna Classic millionaire will be hard. Investing in anything up to $1 million will be hard, and I'll tell you the reason why. We can explain that. If we can just get to $1 billion a day, then I think we will start to see a future. That's true. We do need to see, and you're talking about burning, not, or you're talking about volume. $1 billion or 1 billion coins burned. How many years after? It may take a while. I'm hoping that we can see, not only a ton of utility, but also a ton of burns. But we have to see. IBC channels are up and running according to HCC. Good morning, Matt. Rap Lunati live testing soon. That's amazing. I can't wait until it actually goes live. I can't wait until they do a bunch of different things with that overall position. I recently did a giveaway of Lunati. I gave away 3 million on Twitter, and I do plan on giving away more, maybe on Twitter or maybe here on YouTube. Where do you realistically see Lunic by the end of the year? So it depends on what happens to the market, because yes, things hold strong, but I think we need to see some major positivity in the market in order to see, Terra Luna Classic pick up. I would be happy with 500K. Is that realistic? So is it realistic with 3.3 million? So I would say no, it's not realistic, because a lot of people, the crazy thing is it's not going to go from where you are to 500,000. It's not going to go from where you are to 3.3 million. It's going to go from where you are maybe to 10K, then pull back to 5K, and increase up to 15K. Then you're going to see it get up to a level of maybe 100K, and you're going to go, all right, well, what if this pulls back? And you're going to start questioning yourself. Then you're going to start taking more profit, maybe even all of it, which is understandable. So if you play it the right way and you have your strategy to where you're going to take 10,000 here, 10,000 there, ultimately accepting $500,000 in the end, then yeah, $500,000 can be realistic. Um, but it's definitely something that's going to be difficult because you're holding on to a lot of money, and that can go so many places. It's going to feel more difficult than it is. Encourage viewers to share the live. If you guys want to share the live, feel free to share the live over on TikTok. There's a funny noise in the background. Only when you speak. Only when I speak, there's a funny noise. Over on TikTok. There's a funny noise in the background. Only when I speak, there's a funny noise. Yeah, I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. Anyone else hear a strange hum when Matt speaks? Are you using headphones? Some sort of electric noise. Yeah, I don't know. There's no noise in the background here. I just checked the audio. It may be your audio. Yeah, see, I don't see any. I don't have any noise. Do you think Feds will keep hiking interest rates at 75 or drop it to 50? So I don't know. I haven't been. It's not that I'm not interested in it. I haven't been heavily invested in the whole, even though I should be, the inflation situation. Um, which no noise here. Okay, perfect. And yeah, I can say that I don't know. I'm just upset with any news that comes out of there, whether it's positive or negative. So I just don't. It's not that I don't pay attention. I usually get the information afterwards and see how it affects the market. Um, I have a spreadsheet to show the staking compound interest. If you compound each day, I think after 1 year, I will have 17 million in rewards, as opposed to 7 million without compounding. That's great. Um, it must be your end if a few of us are hearing it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hear anything on my end. I mean, we're gonna have to deal with it because I can't change anything. So mm, that's not it. Uh, what will happen to today's news in the market? What will today's news do to the market? What's today's news? It all depends, right? There's a lot of things that it depends how people react. So it's not about um, you know what anybody, like any institutions. I guess institutions can affect the market in a big way, um, but it's not about let's say any like automatic drop that happens. It's how people react to it, right? So when we see any type of news that happens in the market, it's all about reactions from people. What do you expect from people? If we see a positive move from the beginning, are we going to expect you know a an increase, and then we're going to see it decrease after news comes out? Are we going to see a sell the rumor, sell the news, sell the rumor, buy the news, buy the rumor, sell the news? Like there's so many different ways that this can play out. no one can accurately predict exactly where things are going, especially when you don't know what the news is, and two, don't know how people will react to it. So it's definitely, and also crypto market and stock market may flow differently. Where crypto is separate from the ecosystem of a big company that trades it. Yes and no. I think institutions are starting to become more aligned with cryptocurrency because they're investing more into cryptocurrency or selling more of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin going to 12 or 14K. I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't really 100% agree with Bitcoin going down to $12,000. Good morning, Matt. Lunatics token NFT went live yesterday. Yeah, I did hear about that. Obviously, yesterday heard about it, but I didn't actually check it out. Um, I should. Let me go to Lunatics token. I really do just want to see. Not saying like this news is not great because NFT staking is fantastic. Um, I just want to see more exchanges. I want to see more markets that it's available on. Because right now, with the limited markets that it has available, it's not producing a high amount of volume, and it could produce way more volume if you had some CEXs on board. But um, and then also obviously wrapped Luna T. Any general sentiment is that it will go to 12 or 14K. Makes me think it won't happen. Yeah, that's it. Bitcoin going to 10K. A lot of people believe it's just going to go lower and lower. And the more people, um, I guess, believe in that, the more you would think it comes a reality, but the more that it sets me apart from it. Like I completely, um, you know, walk away from that thought of $10,000 or $15,000, even though it was there. The crazy thing is, I didn't expect it to get to these lows, but all of these negative things started happening, and now the kind of lack of trust within cryptocurrency is is not at an all-time high, but it definitely is at a higher point than where it was before, BlockFi, Voyager, and FTX. When you had all these, cryptocurrency trust was definitely at a high point, where people truly believe in it and see it at these lows and are like, all right, well, it's coming back, it's going to make a move, but then it starts to fall even more. We were up to like a $1.2 trillion market cap, but then suddenly started to fall back down to this $839 billion market cap. So yeah, I just want to see Lunatics token available in other markets. That would be amazing if we can see that. Easier to get to a million in Drip Network than here in Lunix. Drip Network is all over YouTube. So I wouldn't agree to that. Why did burns of Linux slow down so bad? So volume has slowed down. First of all, we've seen a little bit of volume actually on chain that really does um, give us more burns or more burn opportunities. However, um, the 0.2%, changing 1.2% to 0.2% obviously slowed down burns. Seeing Binance and how a lot of their customers or users are using Binance Convert, which um, does not offer any type of fee burn that they would do under spot trading or margin trading. So you're not seeing many burns from all these places because of that. We're seeing less volume. We're seeing the lower burn rate. Um, so your mic is humming. I don't understand why. Why would my mic be humming? Like there's no sound coming from this, so I don't understand. Let me add a filter. Maybe a compressor. If I decrease, I can see how every time I stop talking, it like the sound continues to go. So maybe close threshold. Let me see if that works. Open threshold. Then we need to close. See if it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna keep. Um, yeah, it just sits there. I can definitely see it. I apologize. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that because there's no sound in my basement right now. There's absolutely no sound whatsoever. So the fact that we're seeing it like hum makes no sense to me. How can I fix that? By threshold. Now it's probably like just skipping. All right. Mm, do you still hear it? Audio sound is awesome here in Texas. It's your computer fan. There's no there's no sound here. It's completely silent. When I stop talking, it's just nothing. Uh, you're not getting it. I'm out. People, peace. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Why am I not getting it? What am I not getting? No investors are getting in until it regs up. Period. So I don't know about that. I'm not really the biggest fan of like 100% um crypt 100% where was I going with that? I tried to read something else. 100% regulation. I'm not a big fan on regulation. Obviously, I want to see a little bit of regulation, but that's part of the problem, right? Is understand how much is regulated. Um, people messing with you. Your mic just picks up the hum of electric devices um, and give off. Okay, I don't. It don't matter. Just continue to talk about crypto. It's fine. All right. Well, thank you for telling me they troll him. Whatever it is on his or her end. No big deal. I don't hear it anymore. Okay, no noise on this end. I'm a holder and staker of Lunatic's token position as well as Lunatic's Lunatic's my validator. You guys are awesome. Lunatic's token official. Yeah, they are great. Again, and I just want to see um more markets. I love when positions have markets. Let me go ahead and bring my screen up. I love when positions have more markets because it gives more people of an opportunity to buy, not just on MetaMask or on Pancake Swap or on Lbank, but looking at things like maybe MEXC. I don't know if they have reached out to any other exchange or anything. Because yes, they are great, and the prices can definitely move and will move in a bull market. Um, but I just want to see more volume that flows through it. I want to see this hover around $1 million. Um, but you can't really do that if your markets you only have L Bank and Pancake Swap. So, um, and we also want to see more burns that go through Terra Luna Classic. I know it's been a little bit since they have had any burns, um, and I'm wondering when the next burn is going to be. A lot of other people are wondering as well. Um, I only hear your Batman voice. Not my Batman voice. I have a Batman voice. I think it's the buzz from Luna coming from within you. Probably. Will Luna ever go up, even at 0.00006 or 0.0006? Um, yeah, I believe that Terra Luna Classic will go up. It will definitely make moves. I believe that you're looking um, at a minimum, you can see a $6 billion market cap where you're going to see a um, more or less a 5x return from these levels. So even though you can see a hell of a lot of movement, um, it gives people the opportunity to take their initial investment or take profit as time goes on. Is this crypto talk or some kind of tech help? I don't know. It seems like both. Matt, one question. Luna OG Shib? Is that a question? How many burns will it take to get USDT to repeg or USTC? Is that what you're saying? Um, you probably need to see. It depends, right? You can repeg USTC, and it wouldn't be insanely difficult to repeg USTC by itself. The point is that maintaining the peg when you do repeg it is more of the issue. Unfortunately, that regulation is coming because someone has to manage the human greed factor from corruption. That's true, but I think it doesn't have to be maximum regulation. I understand we need some form of regulation because we can't have um, what's going on here with like things like FTX and Voyager and people losing and Terra Luna Classic um, and people losing so much. But um, yeah, I don't think it needs to be like a maximum level of um, regulation. Uh, yeah, David, that is what I was thinking. At first, I thought it was um, 58 hertz, but it's definitely 60 hertz. Lunik um, is a many uphill battles to look at Caspa and get it in early. Oh, time to look at that. Anyone try this? The new Apple Pay feature on Binance. I didn't even know that was a thing. Um, but yeah, when we talk about Lunatics token, I wanted to go into the website to see um, what's happening here. Like you can have your staking version 1, version 2, but then you also have NFT staking. Right? I haven't checked this place out yet, so let me duplicate this and see what it looks like before I jump in there. So NFT staking, you can stake your NFTs and gain a decent amount. Let me go ahead and I gotta log in. Let me make sure I know what password it is. All right, so Lunatics Token NFT series. Lucky holders will be able to mint one of 2,000 NFTs with different rarities that will reward some lucky holders with cash prizes. Future benefits of holding holding a Lunatics include NFT staking, Lunatics lottery entries, secondary market access, and so much more. Limited 10 FTs, 10 FTs, 10 F and 10 NFTs. I don't know why I keep going 10 FTs, 10 NFTs per wallet. Um, so Then you could stake. You can get some info, token rarity, token rewards per second. What you guys need to do is with this whole like wallet address at the top, I think you need to find a way to like star that or like, you know, censor it, I guess. If Lunatic's token is, if you're listening, definitely tell them to like censor your address, your wallet address, and only show maybe like the last 5 digits or 6 digits or something. Um, just for, you know, safety purposes with everything. I know that is just a wallet address, and you can get wallet address from any transaction that's being done. But you know, just to keep things safe with wallet addresses, just like censor it. Let's see, total supply 2,000, total available 1,000, total minted 805. Remaining is 1,195. That's buying an NFT. Let's go ahead and stake an NFT. Enter NFT token ID. So I have to go through the whole entire um, situation there in order to figure out what I'm supposed to do when it comes to staking. Maybe they have a full breakdown of how to do that. Go to my portfolio site. What are you talking about? I'm talking about staking an NFT. So Lunatic's token just offered staking on their NFTs. So I'm trying to go through the process of doing that. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go to NFTs. It says here I do not have any NFTs. Oh wait, there we go. So I do have 3 Lunatics token NFTs. I don't know how to check the ID. Oh, there we go. Wait, is that the ID? Token ID. Um, Also, this is a common. So then I just enter the token ID, give permission to access your Lunatics NFT. There's a fee associated with it. Yes. Got you. Thanks. Yep, no problem. Just trying to go through the motions here of staking things. NFT with ID was approved. Firm. And it should tell me if something is staked or not. Eventually. One of these days. Okay. So yeah, one is staked and my rewards already is 0.15. Rewards, let me go ahead and let me find my other ID. That was a common. So I want to take something that's more like rare, which most of them I have are common. I believe this is a common as well. Order, rarity, common, yes. Let's go to this one, rarity, rare. That'll work. Sorry, let me just go through the motions here. Enter my ID. Stake. Sorry, I'm doing it on the other screen because there's so much like information that pops up that I don't want to pop up. So you're not seeing any of it. Firm. Perfect. All right, there we go. So staked NFT IDs gives me a full breakdown of these NFT IDs. So here we go. I'll show you this on the screen. So I have two that's staked. So I have a common and I have more of a rare one that's staked, and my rewards is 2.1 of I don't know what. Um, Lunatics token from what I guess I would imagine. So that's good. But it's good to see that you have ability to stake it. Anyways, bring this back over here. All right. NFTs, round 2 sale also open. Wow, congrats on Lunatics passing 2 billion. I will get Lunatics NFTs when I can pay with Lunic. Not a bad idea. Please discuss that with the core team, as I am a simple holder, but I will forward your idea to the address. You just enter your Lunatics NFT ID. Should be at the bottom of the staking page. Yes, I ended up figuring it out. Same, I will get Lunatics NFT when I can pay with Lunic. That would bring more a use case for both. Yeah, it's true. I think right now you pay with BNB. So the problem is that Lunatics token is on the Binance Smart Chain. Yes, they are going to bridge over, but it's on the Binance Smart Chain. So paying with Lunic, you technically would be able to pay with Binance. You could be able to pay with Binance Smart Chain Lunic, but it wouldn't be the on-chain Terra Luna Classic where you see burns. So, I mean, technically you would see burns if you were buying with Lunatics rather than Lunic, because you wouldn't see burns on the Binance Smart Chain by buying your Terra Luna Classic. However, if you're buying Lunatics token on the Binance Smart Chain, you would be burning 2% of that transaction to Terra Luna Classic. Where do you go to buy an NFT from Luna T? You go over to their website. So if you go over to Coin Market Cap, bullish on XRP. At this moment, yes, I'm pretty much bullish on a lot of things. But when it comes to long-term value or long-term movement, I probably wouldn't invest into NFTs into XRP as a long-term push. I'm not really into many cryptocurrencies as a long-term push. Only ones that really pay me an APY or create some sort of passive income, because that's usually why I invest in something, is if I'm gaining something extra off of it. But then also there's a couple of things that I will invest in long term, knowing that they may possibly be the future. But there's only like maybe a handful of those for me. You might have to restake it again. I had to do it twice. You can only stake them once, so don't unstake them. Yeah, I don't plan on doing that. Matt is playing some background banger today. Dubstep, I guess. You probably saw my message, but I want to let you know. What do you think about FTT, FTTC, FTX Classic token? Can it make a parabolic movement? Well, what's your opinion? Is there a new FTX class, FTT Classic? I think you're talking about FTT. So I think there's movement here. I think there's potential here. However, it's not potential based on utility. It's potential based on the investment. So I put out a video on Patreon yesterday talking about education and how it's about the investor, not the investment. A lot of people will look at the investment and they're like, I'm picking the wrong investment. Yes, that's true, but you're picking the wrong investment because it's the wrong time, right? There's a lot of different investments that are horrible, but people make money from it. There's a lot of different investments that were falling knives, but people found it at the low and were able to buy it and gain money out of it. So FTX token is not completely dead. Right now, you are seeing a little bit of a pullback. So from a point to where it was 50% up yesterday, and now it's 7% down. So you have to make sure you gauge the situation, accept whatever gain you can accept, but don't be overly greedy. 100%. You can see up here, which is interesting. 100% of FTT um, has been fully unlocked since May 2022, according to FTT unlock schedules. Please exercise caution while trading and always do your own research. True. I do want to see if that large wallet, because I know there's a large wallet that holds a lot of FTT, 59%. That's something you have to be aware of because we don't know what's going to happen there. It's worth $329 million. So please be careful. Well, at least the next bull run will be huge. Yeah, whenever the next bull run does happen, it will be absolutely massive, and I can't wait to see all of the gains that people have in these bull runs. Um, so I don't know when that will happen though. With everything that's going on in the world today, I really don't know when it will happen. Becoming a Terra Classic millionaire will be hard. It's just um, is it Lunix price is almost in May and June levels. I was thinking I will get head start when I bought in May. Really big disappointment. So to address the title, becoming a Terra Luna Classic millionaire will be hard, but it can be done, right? Um, Terra Luna Classic. Yes, we have a lot of hopes for the future. We understand that things will improve utility wise. We will see more burns that are happening. We will see more people that are coming on to this project and believing in this project. But that's not necessarily where I'm going with that title. Where I'm going with the fact that um, becoming a millionaire for Terra Luna Classic will be hard is because when you see things start to run and you've seen negativity for such a long time, people tend to take profit, um, more profit than they should be taking, which is understandable. Any profit that you're taking is a good thing. I'm not going to harp on the fact that people are taking profit because I'm all for anyone taking profit. But for people that think, oh, I have 10 million, I'm going to make $10 million from it or $1 million from it. You have to look at the situation at hand. Like if you get to a point to where your, I don't know, $1,000 is now worth $100,000, what are you going to do at that point? You may say, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to hold on to it for dear life, or I'll already take a little bit of profit. I'll take $10,000. But there's a lot of people that are like getting pressured into selling that. Like you look at what happened with the Dogecoin millionaire. Pro the Doge, he went to Graham Stephan and Andre Jick and everybody else, and I think me Kevin was the only one that had the logical explanation of or breakdown of what he should do, and obviously me, I think, um, and that's just my opinion. But when you look at their suggestions or their opinions on what he held, which was like $4 million or $2 million, they were like, "Look, you should sell it right now," which wasn't a bad take on it. Selling it, especially as things were falling down, it was at pretty much all time highs, and it was difficult to see it continue to run. But still, that's still not bad advice, but not the best advice you can have. Taking you're taking some profit probably is the best investment or the best decision you could do with a lot of these plays. So while you invest in Terra Luna Classic and it gets up to $100,000, $200,000, and you take, maybe $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, and leave, you know, 75% in there, that works. But there's a lot of people that will see $200,000 and take all of it, which is not a bad thing. You made $200,000 off of, um, $2,000. There's some people that may gain, $40,000 or $30,000 and say, wow, I've never had this much money in one shot. So they end up taking all of it, which is okay. It's just taking away that status of potentially becoming a millionaire from Terra Luna Classic. However, you're still collecting profit. So that's why it will be hard, because it's going to be hard to hold while you see, you know, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. It is difficult to hold if you've never seen that all in one shot. If you invested $100 and all of a sudden it's worth $10,000, you're like, well, what should I do here? That's a lot of money. I can do so much with that, even though people don't understand that they also have to pay taxes on that as well. So the longer this whole investment plays out, a better situation for all of us taking profit. And that's why I'm not buying anymore, because if I keep buying, that's gonna come out of like as a short-term profit. I want the long-term play out of it. I want to make sure I get the long-term tax benefits rather than, well, not benefits, because you're still paying taxes. I truly think Luna is ready for a breakout. I mean, right now it's up for 4%. It's up to 0.0001816. The only thing that we see here is we see a divide within the community, but then we also see a lack of, not, I wouldn't say popularity, but maybe just a lack of a little bit of interest from a lot of new people. We have all the people that are already holding that believe in it, but a lack of interest from new people. I haven't played an ad since the beginning. Finance will burn December 2nd. So yeah, we'll see how much burns they end up having. If it comes out that within a month, a whole month of collecting burns, and it's only 2 billion or 5 billion, I mean, I'm not going to be happy with that. CRO is dying. No, CRO is not dying. I know there's a lot of questions on like exchanges because people don't want to risk their money in exchanges. Is IBC ready for Lunic? From what I heard, yes, but I haven't actually checked into it this morning. Thank you for the follows, everybody that's following. I appreciate that on TikTok. Um, and also thank you all the people that are watching. We got 300 or about 300 people that are watching on YouTube, 6 people that are watching on Twitch, and 5 people that are on TikTok. I appreciate it. Matt, are you staking your Ethereum on Coinbase? Yes, I am staking my Ethereum on Coinbase. So if I go over to my Coinbase here, you're going to see, let's go to my assets. Let's go to one. Let's go to Ethereum 2, and that's where I hold it. So technically, I'm not staking. I am staking, but I'm not staking at the same time. So the 5.16 I've been gaining more Ethereum because now it's at 5.16 instead of 5.15, which is really good. So I'm staking it over here. I have it in Ethereum too, and I know it's it wasn't possible to sell your Ethereum too, but now it is. So if I ever run into a situation where I want to get out of the Ethereum that I have, I will get out of it. Um, and I wanted some short-term plays, some short-term gains within this, but we will see. So yeah, that's my Ethereum. I hold five, just $6,000. Uh, Luna is done. Um, if you didn't take profit during the pump, then more fool you. I don't know what you're saying here, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. If you think Terra Luna Classic is done, then you're entitled to your opinion. Um, I don't think Terra Luna Classic is dead. I don't think it's done. I think it has a lot of life in it. And the only thing that I would say really hurts it, like I said in a couple of videos, is that the window or popularity window is shrinking, because we understand that popularity for cryptocurrencies only stay around for such a long time. It may be, and depending how, um, or for so much amount of time, not such a long time. Um, but it may be, some things may be like Ethereum or a Bitcoin, but not many of them are like that. You know, you can see ADA has a lot of push in it, but still, you're still looking at that popularity window as well, until they do something absolutely huge, or make a large move, 100%, 200%, then you start to see that popularity window grow a little bit. So for Lunic, the popularity window is shrinking. Um, and you need to see some big things soon, or else we're gonna see it not completely fall off the face of the earth, but you're only gonna see people that are hodling it rather than people that are that believe in the growth, believe in the utility, believe in the burns, all that stuff. So yeah, I I still can't believe I'm hearing Lunic is dead. It's still out there, and I don't understand it. Lunic will be the biggest comeback of all time. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's set up for that. Hey, you know what? They updated the circulating supply. Here we go. A little bit. It's at 6 trillion. Oh, that's a new video. I was waiting for some information, but now they updated this. So I was thinking that my um I don't know, my light bulb of information was just not here. I haven't seen a ton that's come out of the crypto market that's giving me like, hey, this is a great video idea, except like going into random positions. I talked about position over on the NFA channel. Um, I've talked about that yesterday, which I didn't actually make a move yet. I still haven't let anyone know on Patreon. Mm. In my opinion, Bitcoin is more downside move, 13K. So it's respect. I respect everybody's opinion. Um, I don't think that's the case. If it does happen, it's because of an outside factor. Um, I didn't expect them to go down to 17.7 or lower than 17.7. However, the outside factor or that variable that came out of nowhere, where you have FTX that pretty much, did collapse. So um, that's an outside variable that nobody really expected. I didn't expect, anybody else expect. There's some people that probably called it out, but um, not many expected it. Number one rule for noobs: don't invest money you need in crypto. True, 100%. You need to invest money that's just free money. Not saying like it was given to you. It's just money that's like in your not money that's in your savings account. Um, because you don't want to, you know, drain your life savings at all. Um, but the rule of thumb is somewhere around 5 to 10% of your overall, um, you know, salary. So your investment money. Let's not just go with salary because you don't want to just put 5 or 10%. Um, because a lot of times with your salary, there's certain things like um, your house shouldn't be no more than 25% of your income that you bring in. Um, seeing all these other things like insurances and everything, those percentages. But when it comes to free money that you have available, maybe money that you're saving or whatever, out of the 10-20% that you save, maybe 5% will go towards, um, investing in cryptocurrency, maybe another 5% towards in short-term investments in the stock market, and then maybe 10% of that 20% into stocks and long-term moves or anything like that. Have you been a have you been in a bull run before? If so, how did you do? Well, so yes. So I invested before the first, not really first bull run, but before that larger bull run that we saw when Dogecoin took off. Um, that was sort of in the midpoint of a bull run because we were already seeing Ethereum at reach some of these levels, of like 3,000 or something, and then started to really push up to 4,000 and approach 5,000, and Litecoin moving up to those levels. Um, so I've been in a bull run, but never invested from the bottom of the bull run. Um, and this looks like it's very, very close to the bottom of um, the market. And then when you see a bull run, you just get so much more. This is where actual millionaires are made. And it's crazy to see how much success people will have in a bull market. They say that you're not a successful investor unless you're able to make money in a bear market. Well, I was able to make money in a bear market, but this dropping more and how it has dropped here, um, it's getting to the point to where I'm like break even slash um, down over the year, especially in investing more money. And I keep putting more money into the markets, waiting for this bull run. So we will see how all of it plays out, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to see um, massive movement in pretty much everything. Just whenever that does happen, it may end up taking another year, though. This is the thing. I put out a video yesterday talking about how the bull run um, may take more time to come, here than you think. And I don't know what the title was, but basically that was it. Um, and that's because the crypto market is kind of pushed back, or um, the trust is kind of not gone, but definitely has decreased within the crypto market. I think there was a ton of trust, and there were people that didn't really believe in crypto that were starting to get into crypto, um, because they started to believe in it, started to trust the sources, started to trust all of the exchanges, and now that trust has been broken. So it kind of set us back a year. So thinking that we could see a bull run sometime soon, I mean, it may be possible that we don't see a bull run all of 2023, um, which would suck. But my hope is that for by Q2 of 2023, we could see something um, massive. That's my hope. What happens to my assets if crypto.com goes bankrupt? I have assets in the crypto.com DeFi wallet. So the DeFi wallet, it's your money. The DeFi wallet, those are it's your keys, it's your crypto. Like you can do something with it, you can send it to wherever you want to. It's your wallet, right? Um, the except if you're staking it, it's a different story. Um, which most people are staking it in the DeFi wallet, if you're staking it with a validator. However, it's still your cryptocurrency. It's just you have to unstake it and go through that whole process. But on crypto.com, it's a different story to where it's not your cryptocurrency. So if you have it on crypto.com and it does go under, which I don't believe it will, um, then you will lose that cryptocurrency, just like any of the other exchanges that have failed, except crypto.com. If crypto.com fails, this will be the biggest drop that you will possibly see, which I don't believe that crypto.com will fail from everything that we've heard from them, from the CEO, from Chris. Um, he has stated that balance sheet looks great, which we've heard the same thing from FTX saying that their balance sheet looks great, but that was just a tweet that wasn't coming out and saying our balance sheet looks fantastic. This is our reserves. This is our information. Like they've given us a glimpse of their reserves, which people kind of um, misunderstood. You're thinking, oh, well, they're backing everything with Shiba Inu. Why would they put everything into a meme coin and all of that? And it's not what they're investing in. It's what we are investing in. If we invest in Shiba Inu, they back it with Shiba Inu. So it's not about what they are like. They're taking Bitcoin and reserving, using a reserve of Shiba Inu to cover Bitcoin. Like that's not the case. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. We won't see a bull run because big investors have lost lots of money due to FTX. That's true, they have, but they're also, a lot of times, big investors are also getting greedy with looking for other investments to make that money back, which we're not going to see a bull run until we see institutions really start to thrive. Do you like H bar? I can't say that I do. I think I've looked into it maybe twice, but I can't say that I do. Also, um, KDA, which is Kadena. I think I've looked into that one. I think I had more um, Kadena. I think I had more of a let me look at it first instead of going into it and saying what I was thinking. These kids are jumping around up there. And doing little screams. But what we're looking at with Kadena is 20% of circulating supply out of the full max supply that is there. I don't like that. Anything that does have a lower circulating supply versus the max supply means that there's a ton of dilution potential. And I don't want to deal with anything like that. It may have potential to run. And I also don't know what is their overall dilution strategy. Maybe it's minimal. Jeez. So it won't be a position for me, but can have potential. It's just I hate dilution. I do. That's the first thing I look at. Choose your position wisely. You know what's coming down the road. I like Polygon and Quant. I like both of those positions as well. Hey Matt, what is this coin that is all over YouTube called Pi Coin? Is it legit or bull? Like the one that you mine from your phone? I don't believe I can track that, but I hear it's legit to mine it. I just don't know all the details of it. And since I don't know the details of it, I would say it's legit that you can do it, but I guess depending how much profit you can make is depending how much time you have on your hands. Matthew, what do you think about Cardano? So I'm a big fan of Cardano. I believe Cardano will be one of the top cryptocurrencies out there in this next bull run, and still is like a top cryptocurrency right now. Um, I see so much value in staking it, so much value in the utility, so much value in the growth as well as just an investor. So I'm big on ADA. I currently have like 6,000, I think. Am I right by saying that? I always get this wrong, but I currently have like 6,000 ADA. Yeah, I have 6,081 ADA worth 2,100 or $2,019. It seems like YouTubers, not you, keep this negativity up and it's hurting the market. It's all they talk about. If I was brand new to crypto and watched YouTube yesterday, I would laugh at getting in the market. Yeah, I totally understand. So I was thinking about that. No offense to all these people because I have talked to them, and it's okay to criticize anybody. You know, they can criticize me, I can criticize them. I'm not going to talk to their character or their person. Like I'm not going to talk to who they are. But what I will talk to, um, what I will talk. Sorry, I was reading something else. What I will say is that when you're making all these videos just for clicks, you understand that that's the nature of the game, right? That's what YouTube's about. I don't try and do that where I'm just making videos for clicks, um, but it that's what it is, right? And you want to talk about something that's popular. You don't want to continue with the negativity, but I do see videos all the time that come out and say, oh, crypto.com is the next one to fail. Or here we go, crypto.com is going to crash the market and all of these other things. Yes, you're right. If I was new to the the crypto space and wanted to get into cryptocurrency now and researching it all on YouTube, the first thing I would see is FTX collapse. Here's the next exchange to go. If exchanges go, crypto dies. Don't get into crypto right now. All of this negativity that comes out, and they're not helping the markets at all, but negativity sells. It really does. So, people may be getting 7,000, 10,000 views from the videos that they get while I'm creating other videos on cryptocurrencies from a positive note and looking at the markets in the next bull run and when the next bull run may happen and all of that stuff. And, I may be getting 2,000 or 3,000 views versus the 10,000 views, even though I have more subscribers. But that's because I'm not feeding into the negativity too much because the negativity shouldn't be there, but it is because the fear is what's selling right now. While you see so much positivity that sells in different points, fear is what's selling right now. So um, I'm not trying to make the market or make the market collapse or create fear in anybody. I'm not trying to do that. But there are a lot of people that are. And I guess I won't name any names, but there's a lot of people that are, and um, it sucks for the crypto market. It really does. But the more it drops, the more opportunity we have, I guess, which you can always look at the bright side of things. I think the next bull run will be a utility bull run. What are your thoughts? Um, hmm, Trying to think about it. I mean, technically, yes. So I think a lot of popularity is established, especially in the top 100 coins, and what should be there and what shouldn't be there. And now the next bull run really is about how um, Ethereum is really going to change the game, how it may end up, um, being solid. So yes, I do think that because I think in this next bull run, Ethereum will take over Bitcoin because of the fact that it has more utility, not because Bitcoin was here and has the popularity. Because Ethereum now will take over with this utility, as well as ADA, as well as maybe Solana, as well as BNB, and their complete domination of the market, or trying to dominate the market by throwing out subtle hints here, like, oh, well, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't invest here if I was an investor. It's like, calm down, CZ. I know what you're trying to do. Um, so yeah, I think it will be a utility bull run. You're probably right because a lot of things are established with the popularity and communities behind it. However, you want to see a lot of those things that are in action. So I would agree. Will you be getting any of the Apto or both newish coins? So I have Aptos. I have about, I think it's like 100. I think I have 100 Aptos. I don't know where I bought it. Over here. So I do have Aptos at $160, and I have almost 40. I have almost 40 Aptos. currently at $4.22, and I bought at a higher point of like $7.20. So right now would be a level to um, invest. It says it's 0% of the total supply. But yes, I do have Aptos, but not a lot. There was one guy who totally trashed crypto.com and then later on did a total about face. I think he and the other caused a bank run on the exchange. So yes, I think I know who you're talking about, by the way. But yeah, is wait, did they go and drop Harper off yet? Well, that bus is gonna come soon. You think they left? Wait, let me go say bye to these kids. Give me a second. Enjoy Kadena that's on the screen. Or you know what? Let's go into uh oh, everything is falling besides or not crypto.com. Terra Luna Classic up 4%. I'll be back. Ugh. Come on, Carl. How you doing? You're my little baby, aren't you? You just want to get out of here. You're like, why'd you pick me up? Why did he pick me up? Um, you're purring though. You don't like it, but you're purring. All right, fine. I got a lot of fur on me. Um, what's your opinion on Gala? Um, so for Gala, I believe they have a bit of dilution as well that usually dilution is what kind of turns me away from a position, because especially if I'm going to hold it any type of long term, that's something that pulls me away from it or pushes me away from it. However, I do believe Gala is doing the right thing to change the game when it comes to the gaming industry, especially for crypto. But looking at 7 billion coins versus the total supply, obviously that's something that really doesn't sit well with me, but does show a lot of opportunity for growth from where it is at a $200 million market cap versus, maybe getting to $1 billion market cap, if not way more than that. So, like, if we look at all history, we've seen this up to a $5 billion market cap. So, even at a like this price, we can expect this to be so much higher. So if they introduced all of the supply, right, and you were looking at this long term, they introduced all of Gala's supply at 35.2 billion coins. Um, what you would notice is that you at these prices you would be at 1 billion, but if you can get to 5 billion, it would still be a 5x return. However, if you're looking at from where it is right now with the circulating supply at 5 billion, you would see a much higher return, where it's a 25x return. um, Kill and attack, Carl. That stream. Yeah, so there's my opinion on Gala. I also do have, I think I have a video on my I have a video on my other channel about this. Let me just make sure. Let me go to my channels. Let me go to NFA investing. Roll through. Was it Gala? I think I made a video on Gala. I did make a video on Gala. It has 3.2 thousand views. So if you want to go and check out my breakdown of Gala, go over to my main channel on YouTube, Matthew Perry, or type in NFA investing and my channel will pop up. Should have 15.5 K subscribers. And just scroll through and you're gonna see a review on Gala, and you can get a full breakdown of exactly what I think there, as well as just some um, standard information. Let's check out some other videos. I think the video did pretty well on my golf channel. A shorts video that I made actually did really, really well, better than any other video that I've created there, which is awesome. I'm seeing 2.8 thousand views. I should probably do a lot more shorts videos than the longer form videos. I probably could do that and upload daily versus um, uploading one every week or something. I know this was like a month ago, but I like golfing. Let's check my reaction channel too. I did do a full reaction on the whole AMA and put that over in Matt Reacts. So anytime I react to something, that's going to be where I react to something. If you want to go and check that channel out, feel free to give that a subscribe as well. I'll start to get more consistent in a lot of these things. All right. You got a price target now for Soul, and what do you think it might hit in a bull run? So I don't have Soul, but yes, I do want to buy Soul at some point. I just don't know when. Um, right now it's currently at $14.12. So ultimately, we understood that this was at a $90 billion market cap. In the end, it was at a $90 billion market cap. That's not the official end for Solana. I believe Solana has a lot more strength when it comes to market cap strength. But when it comes to price, obviously we know that they added on more supply. So getting back to $200 will be more difficult. It's not the same as getting back to $90 billion market cap. You would have to get to a lot more because they added on some of that supply. But I do see a way higher price above, um, you know, above $100, um, above $150, I would say. So getting back to 200 would be my ultimate target. But let's let's buy Solana first before we actually have a target. In a bull run, I think things will freaking skyrocket. Um, okay, people, we'll start a new habit. Log in, click on the video. Click on the video, click the like button because you know it's content great uh, for you, or you wouldn't be here. That way, you don't forget. Yeah, if anybody comes in here and hasn't hit the like button, hit the like button. I know I have to remind you, and I know it sucks to remind people constantly, but please hit the like button. Um, Lunik needs to shift focus to us being we are the ones that will be the reason of Lunik's survival. True, they seem to be worried about getting rich first. So yes and no. I don't think that the devs are worried about really getting rich first. I think they're establishing or trying to establish themselves as leaders of the community and obviously making money in the process of doing that. But I think um, the the community is definitely divided over what should be utility versus who should be paid and all of this other stuff, which is great. The devs that are doing all this stuff do need to be paid in a way to continue what they are doing because it's a lot of work. But the point is that we need to have a different focus when it comes to um, getting things done on chain, getting things done for Terra Luna Classic on the Classic chain itself. The fact that we are not seeing massive amounts of burns that are happening on the Classic chain is ridiculous. Um, we should be seeing so much that burns off from standard transactions on chain, not this 0.2%. We should be seeing 3 or 5 or 10% from this. And I know that will make people not want to buy on chain, but eventually um, we can get to a point to where they have a big reason to buy on chain, make it easier. Um, uh, Make sure the utility is better afterwards after you figure out how to get volume back on the chain, how to get a way to buy directly on the chain. um, I feel like if we are burning at a massive rate and if we all bite that bullet, we will find a way to get to the levels that we want to get to a lot quicker. This whole 0.2% just pushes things out to 10 years, maybe even longer than that. And we all know that a popularity window doesn't last that long. So we need Terra Luna Classic, or we need the community to vote on keeping this burn tax at a certain rate and don't worry about utility right now. We need to worry about getting those burns in, getting the volume in. We can create new utility that also burns with the standard on chain activity. Um, but this whole adhering to some D apps that do multiple transactions is BS. I understand you want them to come back and you want them to create volume, um, but that can come when we see everything burn down and we take out the burn tax. That's when they can come back on. They don't need to come back on and be rushed to uh, do whatever the hell they're doing. I don't even know which D apps they're talking about, but I read that every single roller coaster at an amusement park uh, broke. Would you go back? If not, you should not touch anything Luna. So most people will say no. If every single roller coaster at amusement park broke, would you go back? But if you don't know, when you go to let's say a Hershey Park or a a Disney, a lot of times they have issues with the rides to where it stalls or something messes up and they end up shutting it down. So technically, it broke. Every single ride broke at one point, but people do go back, and they know that. They know that it has been shut down, and literally people are waiting in line after it has been shut down, saying, "Well, when they get it up and running, we'll be good." But did you not realize that something just broke on there and they had to fix it? And now you're ready to get on there and test it out. So like that's the thing is people are willing to take that risk. Um, I mean that's a little bit more of a risk. That's a risk with your life. But I still go on roller coasters as well. I'm I hate heights, and I still um, go on roller coasters, and I go on those um, the what's called, like it's like drops really fast, kind of like the Tower of Terror at Disney. um, and that ride is scary, right? Because I don't know if anybody has seen that video that is going around about um, uh, the guy who shouldn't have been on there. I think it was a kid that shouldn't have been on there. Um, he weighed too much for the ride. He was too big for the ride, but they let him on anyways, and then it ended up unstrapping, and he fell out and died. That's something that's pretty scary. So on those rides, I'm holding on for dear life. I still ride them because it's fun, but I'm holding on for dear life. Um, so the elite's just lying about it, not being adopted. 200 plus banks already adopted. Oh, you're having a conversation here. I didn't even look at that. Can 10,000 XRP at 45 cents and 10,000 XLM at 10 cents make me wealthy? Um, so I invested in XLM before. Um, I don't know how much potential is really there. XRP, maybe, especially with this overall lawsuit and how it could go their way, with Coinbase backing them. Once if Coinbase relists them, I mean that's a huge deal, and I would expect them to relist Lunic as well. But um, total supply of rich crack is huge, bro. Is it? Do you fly on airplanes, driving cars? Yeah, I do. I do both of those. I'm all in on that game. I don't even play games. Matt is a daredevil. He is a man with no fear. I do have fear. I do have fear. I'll split that 50-50. And Matt, can we do another proposal? I honestly think the burn proposal is is stop wait, stopping the tax on exchange. We need to pay from within the staking rewards. 0.6% burn and 0.6% dev fund. We have to tax from within. Look, I think this is a troll with the title. No, I addressed this. Not really a troll. A troll. I just wanted to talk about the fact that some people believe that, or all people believe that, no matter how many coins you have, you're going to become a millionaire. Which it's all about the mindset and how the investor decides to sell things. So it's not a troll with the title. I addressed it like probably twice already. Um, but for this proposal, you're talking about, I think taxing the staking rewards is great. Taxing it by 5% or 10% will be perfect. I would take that any day of the week. Um, uh, but when it comes to the burn tax, I think the burn tax does need to be there. Out of transactions, it creates a burn project or burn mechanism out of anything that creates transactions, which is a good thing. So if you sell NFTs that you have to buy with Terra Luna Classic and they go back and forth money wise, you're seeing a lot of money flow through it. Well, now you have a standard burn tax that goes through it, even though you are not issuing a burn tax because the transaction is in Terra Luna Classic on chain. So it works. Same thing with, let's say, Wrapped Luna T. The transactions that go from Lunic to Luna T, you're going to see that burn multiple things, not only Luna T, but also Terra Luna Classic. So Transactions, having a burn tax on transactions is a big deal. We just have to create more volume on chain. And we have to have a reason why people are buying on chain, not only just for staking, but also for, like I said, buying NFTs or buying other coins. If you can get other coins to create on the Terra Classic chain, then it ends up being a bigger situation. These are new coins that you can buy with, swapping your Terra Luna Classic. Do you have any thoughts on Chronos NFTs like Loaded Lion? So I have Bally's NFTs. I have two Bally's NFTs. I do like Loaded Lions. I think I would love to own a Loaded Lion. I don't know what the price point is right now, but the last time I checked, which was months ago, it was like $3,000. So if they're cheaper than that and they're around $200 again, yeah, I would definitely take a Loaded Lion. I think Loaded Lions are pretty interesting. Peter, thank you for that $10 super chat. I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot. And I think we all agree that significant Lunic burns are critical to the price. Other than CEXs, is there anything else that could have the same impact? Um, so the only thing I would say that could have the same impact is literally creating that utility on chain. Um, because off chain, yes, we're seeing a ton of activity that happens. So if we scroll down and we go to Terra Luna Classic, which is at what, 38, we're going to go in here. We're going to see $495,000 of DEX volume versus the $204 million worth of CEX volume. Now we know that that 204, part of that 204 million is not going to be taxed. Some of it will be taxed because some of that is actually on-chain volume that happens on the CEX platform. DEX volume is strictly just the volume that goes through Terra Luna Classic or that goes through Terra Station. But you also have on-chain volume that partners with that, so that's why you'll see Terra Station volume like higher than what that amount shows on CoinMarketCap. So if we can find a way to increase this, that happens directly on Terra Station, not within CEXs. We're seeing people buy NFTs. We're seeing people gather more coins via gaming or whatever. If we can find more ways to create use cases on chain, but people being able to buy on chain, that's a big game changer. So buying is the first step. Being able to buy Terra Luna Classic on Terra Station is the first step. Establishing new coins on Terra Station, second step, which we already have in motion with Wrapped Luna T. Right, that's another one that people can buy and gain something out of it. Gain Lunic by holding Luna T, which is a big deal. But then also creating things maybe like gaming or I'm not so sure exactly what other use cases you can have. A Lunic casino. I don't know, but you have to have different forms or different reasons to buy on chain in order to see that volume. So that's what I would say is we need to focus on chain rather than look at all of these off chain things. We still need to apply focus there and say, hey, when are you going to create this burn tax or do the burn tax that we want? Sorry, we are talking about a game to get Lunic on the blockchain. Sorry, we are talking about a game to get on Lunic blockchain. And I said, if it's only 2.5 million coins, I'll foot the bill. It was on DJ Trev's video last night. So yeah, like I said, I don't know what game we would do, but I think it needs to be something like serious. I think we really need to find a way to develop a big game that flows through the Terra Luna Classic blockchain, that flows through adding your MetaMask wallet to it. I don't know how you would do it, whether it's a virtual reality game, whether it's a computer game, whether it's something we can play on Xbox. It doesn't really matter. I don't think you can do that because you can't really link your wallet there. But we want to be able to buy Terra Luna Classic. Like, think about this. There are games out there to where you create something, you buy skins, and you use different coins. Like, say people play NBA 2K. You play NBA 2K, and the VC that you get that you buy can technically be a coin that's a um, that's tied to this Terra Luna Classic blockchain, right? Um, and when we purchase or when we spend $20 to buy that VC or that whatever it is, well, now you're creating volume, which a portion of that would be burned off. That's what we need is something where um, you can have in-app purchases, and those in-app purchases go towards burning, Terra Luna Classic, as well as the advertisements that may be paid or played on the game. Not too many advertisements, but you need something that's popular that will um, that will burn a lot of Terra Luna Classic and has millions of users. I'm all for putting money towards that if we can find the right person to develop it. Matt, the number one wait, Matt, the number one YouTube troll in crypto, but we will never know. I'm the number one YouTube troll in crypto? Is that what you're saying? I didn't do anything. Uh, sorry, we were talking about I read that. I literally just read that. Thank you, Richard, for that super chat. I appreciate that. Richard, DM me on Twitter or Discord. Can we make that a group DM? If that's what you're if that's what you're talking about, the game Warzone 2.0 today at 10 a.m. Pacific. Isn't that like isn't that like now? Why aren't you talking about Luna Foundation Guard report on Twitter that it came out 2 to 3 hours ago? I haven't seen it. That's probably why. How about create a Luna DeFi exchange, um, right from the wallet? I don't know about that. I mean, anything that really helps with volume, I'll take it. But um, we need to see an ability to just purchase Terra Luna Classic. I think the first thing we need to do is be able to purchase it. I don't care how we do it, but we need to be able to purchase it, and we need to make sure that it's on chain volume and that it's taxed at a higher percentage than this 0.2%. The 0.2% is not doing it. Um, I think, yes, we will see a decrease in volume by seeing a way higher tax, but I think we do need a higher tax. And I get stuck on that tax because the volume needs to, or the supply needs to burn down. It does. I would play Warzone, or not Warzone, but I play multiplayer for COD. You're a legend, Matt. Uh who will get to 1 cent first, Lunac or Shiba? Do you think? So I think Lunac will get there first because it's a $60 billion market cap. If Shiba Inu gets to a that would be a what, 600 billion dollar market cap to get to 1 penny. Is that right? So yeah, something like that. 10 cents would be, or maybe that's not true. I don't know why I'm thinking that. So 6 trillion for Terra. Let me just think about this. No, that would be a $6 trillion market cap. Sorry, because there's like 600 trillion coins in circulating or in supply. So that would be a $6 trillion market cap to get to 1 cent. So definitely Terra Luna Classic. Without seeing many more burns, Matt is the worst guy ever. I am. I'm pretty bad. I have to complain. Kill confirmed. Yes, I play kill confirmed all the time. I play more domination than anything. I like when people are distracted running to places that they need to go to. Then I can snipe them. Um, I don't stay there and snipe. I usually run around and snipe, but um, And I love using a sniper and I love using a handgun. Those are both my go tos. God of War Ragnarok. I haven't played it yet. Uh, is the Terra? I think I actually pre-ordered it, but I just never downloaded it and never played it. Not yet. Because my brother told me that I should probably play the previous God of War and then I should play this one, which I haven't gotten around to. Is Terra Station Wallet app on iOS and Terra Station? I need to stake Lunic. Um, so you should be able to have it on iOS. I believe so. Pretty sure. I don't have an iPhone, so I don't 100% know, but I'm pretty sure it is. How do we add utility for Lunic? There's so many different ways you can add utility for Lunic. The simplest way, obviously, it was already there where NFTs, are created. You spending Terra Luna Classic to buy another investment. Usually, investment to investment is great. Um, if we can create something sort of like, and I understand how metaverses are kind of not mm, not very important right now, right? Let's just go with that. Um, if we can create some sort of metaverse, which would be expensive, um, and have land set up, everything that burns Terra Luna Classic, um, just standard transactions that go through it, a reason to actually have the metaverse as well. Um, I don't know. There's ways that we can set up different utility, but the issue is that we don't really know exactly what will be the most popular. We need something that's very popular, that will create volume, that will burn down the supply, because the supply is 6 trillion. Um, we need to see that at 6 billion or 6 million. We need to see it at a way lower level. Domination is the best. I do love domination. Man, I gotta get ready to open the store, but I'll be listening. Have a great day. Love these feeds so much. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chat that you've given me, or both super chats. And also thank you for the questions. I mean, I love having these questions to be able to answer them, because these questions are what give me content not only for now but also for later. I'd like to find a hidden corner someplace to hide and shoot people as they run by. They have a name for that. I forget what it is. It's called camping. Don't be a camper. Yeah, I can't be that person to camp because I'm always um like, I mean, sometimes I get stuck in a certain place to where I'm like someone's coming around this corner, someone's coming around this corner, and then I get labeled as that because I'm waiting there for 2 minutes and waiting for somebody to come around the corner, because I know if I move, they are going to come around the corner as soon as I move and they're going to shoot me. That's just how it goes. Matt, are you still buying in on CRO? Thoughts on the mess? So I have my overall thoughts on the mess. I have my breakdown of the AMA as well. But for CRO, I haven't invested any more into it, because I didn't want to spend any more money. All right, let me go up. I didn't want to spend any more money. Um, I wasn't talking about my store. It was I was reading a comment. Um, but um, where was I going with this? So yeah, I didn't want to spend any more money on CRO, or on anything really. And right now I have like 65 to 67, I think, thousand coins, and I'm okay with that. I spent like 12,000, $13,000 on that, and I know I'm down quite a bit. Um, and I expect to see so much more out of it. Um, so I don't expect to buy anymore. I could lower my cost basis more, but I spent too much money on Ethereum. I spent too much money on um, I think there was another position that I can't remember. Why can't I remember what other position I bought? XTZ. I bought that there. But yeah, Metagloria already uses Lunic in its metaverse. Yes, um, but I think we need to find something that's strictly just a. I mean, I'm not saying that we shouldn't really focus on Metagloria there. I just haven't heard much from it, so popularity is not really that high right now. So I guess you're right. I'm just throwing out different ideas that may already be out here. If we follow the direction that Shiba Inu will cause um, ex- expenditures, there we go, and some kind of value to Luna, and then we have something. just charging just charging more via the tax is not the way, Matt. I guess I guess that does make sense. I'm not saying that we follow exactly what Shiba Inu did. I think everything that they have done, if they added some sort of tax to everything that they did, Shiba Inu would be in a way better spot because you don't need a standard burn tax you don't need where am I going with this? For Shiba Inu, if we saw a standard burn tax in Bone and Leash and all of that volume that we've seen through there, we would have burned off a ton of Shiba Inu. Same thing um, with the metaverse, the NFTs, all of the things that were created, we would have been able to burn off so much Shiba Inu that would have been crazy. And if it looks like we're going down sort of not the same path, but at least some portions of the same path where we're creating NFTs. We have a burn rate associated with it. We have a metaverse, or at least Lunic is being used in the metaverse. I don't know if it's on chain Lunic, um, but basically you're able to burn there as well as creating new things on the chain. The only thing that's different, and the big thing that's different, is the fact that this is a coin versus a token. This is something that can be changed by voting, and we can change whether the burn tax increases or decreases. You love camping? I'm not really a camper. That's not me. Um, yeah. So it's definitely interesting um, how things are playing out. I just feel like Terra Luna Classic can be worth and will be worth so much more. But your thoughts on the ISO coin is pretty cool. Utility, banks, retail, XRP, XLM, um, algo. That's um, way too many things there. Do you think Shiba Inu can hit a half a penny? A half a penny. Even at a half a penny, it's still, up in the hundreds of billions of dollars market cap. Actually, it's still at no 3 trillion at that point. That's still way too much at the current level of the supply. You need to see that supply come down in order to see some of those levels. Matt, you have Trust Wallet. Could you please let me know when you stick? Well, wait, stick on Trust Wallet. Is it secure? So I do have Trust Wallet. I don't buy a lot on there. I probably have just like BNB on there. Um, and I do think Trust Wallet is secure. I think any wallet is really secure. It just depends on what the investor does. Anyway, I wish my money was not so tied up. I would be buying things like CRO and staking it. Yeah, I hear you. Crypto has plans and they will rise to the times. I agree with that, but I'm not so sure of when that's going to happen. You know, do you think I read that. Metagloria is getting a lot of publicity. Popularity is growing, and they are doing well. Karina is awesome. All right, well, we'll have to look into that more. I just haven't seen much that has come from it because typically when you see popularity at a high, you see a lot that goes through Twitter. You know, when Metagloria first became a thought to the Luna community, or even a push to the Luna community. You saw how much happened on Twitter. Currently, we're not seeing anything really related to that on Twitter, and that's where I usually build popularity off of, or Google Trends, and the trends are down. But um, I I believe you're right. Probably standard or average popularity is growing more and more every day. Um, but Matt, you didn't answer my question. What was your question? Did I say it? I've asked him many times and he didn't answer. Any thoughts about ALCCX? Did I not make a video on that? Um, Currently this is at $17.03. It's down about 2%. We're seeing it at it has 1.6 million in total supply. 1.6 million in circulating supply, 1.8 in total supply. Not really much difference between the dilutions. That's good. 2.2 million dollars out there. If you want to see the markets that it's available on Binance, Coinbase, a lot of other markets there, 28 different pairings that it does have, which is definitely a good thing, showing a lot of promise and where things can go. I think I have looked at this before, but I don't know if I actually made a video on it. If we look at history, it showed that it was at about $2,000 before. I would imagine that's at a way less supply. And if you go into by market cap, you probably won't see it there, but it was at a way less supply, and you're seeing at a $450 million market cap at the top, currently at a $26 million market cap. So if you were looking for any type of push, I would have to question this overall supply, because the max supply may be, and it does say that it is unlimited. So meaning that just because you have the total supply that's out there and less dilution doesn't mean you don't have dilution. You may have dilution from the max supply being introduced to the total supply, which then being introduced to the circulating supply. So that's something you have to get a handle on and understand, the full token supply, which they don't break down here. So that's something that I would be weary of, and I would like to see um, how that gets adjusted. But um, it does show, just from a standard look, looking at the price point, looking how things, or potential that it may have up to here, maybe $400. Obviously, it seems like there's more dilution that's happening that's pushing it down. Because currently, you would see this here at a $528 price, which, if you saw this at a $528 price, it would be way higher than a $450 market cap. So, like, if you just multiply that price or multiply that price by four, um, and then you're adding it up to 450, so it would definitely be less than a $450 market cap, $450 million market cap. You do only have 1.6 million total out there, but we'll have to see. There have to be a lot more research that's done into that before I would even think about making a move. It's great to see a low supply, but the max supply and unlimited max supply is something that kind of worries me. Kind of. Not saying that it's an issue right now. If we follow directions at Shiba Inu, oh, I read that. Rust Wallet is so secure. iPad won't. Uh, iPad. Wait, secure iPad to watch 3 YouTube videos, to figure out how to get my stuff off of it. IBC channel is now running for Lunatic. That's great news. That is great news. I haven't seen anything trend on Twitter. I would think something would trend on Twitter there. Why is um still FTX scandal, BlockFi? Um, let's see. It's almost 8:30. I think I'm gonna get out of here around 8:30 today because I have a couple of things I need to do. Um, because last couple of times I've been getting off at like 9:30, going, a little bit longer. But I do have a couple of things I need to do, so maybe a shorter live stream today. I switched to Trust Wallet, and then Shib sent. Wait, then sent. Wait, what? Then I am all over the place. I switched Trust Wallet to Shib, then send to Coinbase and sell. I don't know why I couldn't read that, because maybe I was seeing words that weren't there. Matt just bought 500 billion Lunic. Let's keep supporting it. You just bought 500 billion Lunic. That's a lot of money. What do you think of let's see. I think I've given my opinion on this as well, but it's always great to look at it again. So the first thing I point out, I'm always looking at this first, which is the circulating supply. 1.6 million versus the total supply of 7.3 means that it has, can be diluted by like 5, divided by 5. So if you're looking at $43 worth of a price, you may see this drop based on the dilution. Look at the difference between fully diluted market cap versus the actual market cap. 71 million versus 438 million. Now, this definitely can show a ton of promise, a ton of growth. However, it's ranked 254 by market cap. That's something that does always worry me. I hate dilution because that's the worst way to lose money. It's not because if people don't believe in the project. It's because, you see the project running and the price is moving, but then they realize, oh, well, you know what? Let me take some coins out of my locked wallets here and let's put them into circulation so I can sell them because I want to profit off of this. So then you end up profiting off of it, or they end up profiting off of it, but you lose because they dilute the position. That's not something that I really like. And I always talk about it. That's the first thing that I mention anytime there's a large amount there, but you always want to check if they have diluted in the past. So you haven't really seen much dilution in the past if you look at the price versus the market cap. So that's a good thing, meaning that all this price movement and this movement to $1.2 billion market cap was organic. um, and that's definitely a good situation to see that. And seeing that up at $1,000 is huge. Absolutely huge. So it does show a little bit of promise, but again, you would have to look into it a little bit more in order to make any type of movement. I really don't invest in anything that can be heavily diluted, um, unless it's in the top, 100. That may be more of a reason to invest into it because there's a reason why it's there. So Matt, yesterday you talked about farm and investing in. Did you invest and how much? So I have farm coin. I have 100 farm coin. I've had 70, and then I bought 30 at $27. And the 30 at $27 is for a short-term play up to a level of about $200. So from $27 to $200, so that you can make a decent amount of money off of that 30. And then the 70 is for a longer term push for more of a a bull run basically. Farm coin is a great position for me. I've already made $7,000 from this. Yes, if I took it all right now, and decided to just take my money out here, I would be looking at a loss, or not a overall loss. I guess if I look at that, I would be looking at a gain of only about $2,000 or $3,000, I would say, because I made $7,000 from it, but it is down from where I originally invested my first 70, and then even yeah. But then when it comes to my last 30, obviously I'm up about $2 on that. So Farmcoin is a great position. I haven't invested any more, but I currently have, um, I currently have about 100 farm. And you're seeing 99% of the circulating supply that's out there, only 681,000 farm that's in circulation. Not million, thousand. Matt, do you think Luna can get to 10 cents on the next bull run? 10 cents will be a $600 billion market cap. Can it get to that point in the next bull run? It depends how many burns. If there are burns, then yes. If there are no burns, then no. I would expect if there are no burns, to see this at a penny would be a $60 billion market cap, which is not horrible. It's not saying it can't do that. We've seen things run with less of a use case, i.e. Dogecoin, and get up to $100 billion market cap. So seeing Terra Luna Classic at a $60 billion market cap, I think can easily happen. They have a game coming out, and the graphics look and looks pretty good. Graphics, what got my initial interest, but yeah, the dilution is what is the only thing that concerns me. Yeah, I see it all the time where I hate the fact if they do have dilution. Sometimes the dilution is justified to where they have locked coins and they cannot get out of those locked coins. Those are locked for a certain amount of time. That's usually a good situation, but not for the long term, right? If you're looking for a next bull run play out of it, you may end up having those unlocked by the time you get to that point, which means dilution city. So I struggle. I'm in between like a rock and a hard place here, because it's like I want to invest into some of these plays that show potential, but then again, the dilution is what kills it, or potential dilution. Sometimes it doesn't even have it; it's just potential. Is this the profit from that last bull run you put back in? You're talking about Farmcoin? So Farmcoin ran not during the bull run, but during more of the bear market. Farmcoin ran up to about $284. Ended up selling some of the Farmcoin, making money out of that, making a lot of money out of that. I think that was like $3,000 out of that, but I made $4,000 previous to that while we were in more of an uptrend. But yeah, that it was kind of a mix of both, I guess. But I made $3,000 in more of in the middle of the last like bear market, which is right now technically. As it fell down to about like $80, I think, and went up to 200, like 84 or 85. I sold at 275, made some money out of that, made $3,000 out of that, and then put more money back into it at $27. Well, technically, sorry, I put more money back into it at 80 $80. Was it 80 or 90? $80 or $90 when it came back down. But then I saw it at 27 and I bought more. So technically, as I'm putting more of that money back in there, that's why that comes off the top of what I've earned. So while we're looking at this unrealized gain versus realized gain, if I took all of the farm coin that I had now, I would be at like only a $2,000 or $3,000 gain. Because I did make $7,000 in total from Farmcoin, but I put like $2,000 back in there, and then now I'm down a little bit. It's a lie. You can look it up. Yeah, it's not a lie. You can look it up, because when you actually look it up and you look back on those days, when you go back, so let's show you what it looks like, because the way that it moved, if you look it up by day rather than by candlestick, because when you go back by candlestick by minutes, that's when you see it, because it was such a quick move. It moved up to 285. I literally have it on live. So it's 285 that it moved up to. I sold at 275. But when you look at it day by day, what you're seeing is only just a quick glimpse of what this movement was, and that was not even close to what the movement actually was. Not even close to where the movement was. Trying to figure out exactly where it was. Was it here during this? But yeah, you can see that right here. During the bear market, went up to 283. So not a lie, not even close. Thank you. Hi, bruh. Good morning, Matt. Have you seen any Exodus Metaverse? Have you seen the Exodus Metaverse? I have not. It's pretty sick, is it? Is it just a video? Because people can look at videos all the time and or can create videos all the time, create animation. It's a lay. It definitely is a lay. You see it right there. Boom. 284. Typically, when you look at the regular chart, like if you go back here and look at how the price has moved and try and look that up over like the last year, you're not going to see that big push, or at least you won't see that huge push. So here we go. It's going to look like it only got to 197. That's what it looks like. That it got to 197, but in reality, it got to yeah, Matt with the mic drop. Yeah, exactly. It got to 284. That first candle of 30,000 looks crazy. I know. It's it's something where all of the supply is not introduced. I've seen it on Happy Caddy Crypto's YouTube channel. Okay, well that's great. I haven't looked at it. And again, I don't like when metaverses will put out videos of what it's supposed to look like. But anybody can create animation of what it does or what it's supposed to look like. It's just like you creating a virtual walkthrough of a home, right? It can look amazing. You're like, oh, this looks fantastic. But in reality, the home doesn't look like that. Not even close. Sometimes it does, depending what company you use, but neither here nor there. Um, but yeah, I would love to see FarmCoin at $30,000. I would love to see it at $600, right? But yeah, that first candle, I guess the candle here, what it shows is only 900 or $1,000. But either way, you're still looking at a ridiculous, price movement. Farm can be very addictive. It can because it moves so fast. When things do take off with FarmCoin, it's like, holy bejesus, bejesus. Is that a real word, or is that fake? Might be fake. No, no, no. It's good when they release those videos and the real thing doesn't look like it, so you can dump the token associated with it because the project is doo doo. That's one way of putting it. So yeah, that's something that I always worry about with metaverses. Like, oh, the metaverses are supposed to look like this, but they spend so much money on rendering the video, generating this video, putting together the video, and it's just not what it ends up being. Or they try and hype you up with it, but then never release a product. I looked at my crypto like it would be an ant farm. I hope folks know the difference between thousands and millions versus billions. Yeah, you're right. That's the game we're talking about. What the I forget the name of it. Exodus Metaverse? Is that what you're talking about? Will you get a Lambo if you do well on the next bull run? No. No, I won't get a Lambo. Um I most likely will I probably won't reinvest until we see more of a negative market, things that are falling. But I will day trade a lot, and I will do a lot of day trading. But I will invest slightly and for the long term. after this next bull run, when we see the bull run, um, I expect so much more adoption of crypto. That's what I want to see is so much more adoption of cryptocurrency. Um, maybe some exchanges that are being regulated as well. Um, I just want to see protection for people, but obviously anything has the ability for somebody to try and scam you, which sucks, but they do have the ability to do that everywhere. So to answer your question, no, I won't buy. Matt only drives Bugattis. No, I'm not gonna buy a Bugatti either. Um, I'm, you know, I don't know. I'm not that type of person. I do like Audi R8s, but yeah, I'm not gonna buy a sports car because of it. That's like with my whole lottery situation that's going on, where um, I'm playing the lottery. I was thinking about doing like a whole lottery pool since we have popularity here. I love statistics and I love playing the odds, but I know it would be difficult to put up. And I would love to do literally just lottery pools to where we take 100 or 1,000 people and we play the lottery every single week and see, literally try and rig the lottery to where we are playing the same numbers every single week. That would be the only rule to doing it. Like you can play whatever you want, however much money you want to put towards it, but um we would play the same numbers every single week, and um we would try and win the lottery just by doing that. But I understand how winning the lottery is like 1 in like 302 million, and then for the Powerball it's 1 in 9 or not 900 292 million. So I have to do my next video talking about my lottery drawings that I had because I play. If you don't know, I play the lottery every single week as a statistic. It's I can use it as a write off as well, but um, as just trying to figure out the statistics behind it and see the likelihood of winning the lottery and playing it for a full year or 2 years or 3 years with the same numbers, which statistically will increase your odds because the same numbers do not hit. Um, not week over week or literally over the last 100 or 300 weeks. So if these same numbers are not hitting, it statistically increases your odds. Because if you take a set of numbers and over the history of the lottery has not been hit, then that increases your odds to have those numbers hit. Does that make sense? Even though the overall odds are still the same, it's just the odds of let's say you getting the numbers of 5, 6, 7, 4, 2, 9, whatever, however many numbers, those that set of numbers, for you to get those numbers again, the odds would be probably 1 in like 7 trillion for that to happen, um, or even more than that. So your odds get better for your number that hasn't been hit ever. So technically, it's a little bit of an advantage, but it's not a major advantage that people obviously want to see. You want to turn those odds in from 1 in 302 million to 1 in 100 million. I've been playing the same number since 1986. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. So if you're playing the same, have you been playing the same numbers every single week without fail? Have you checked to see if your numbers ever been hit? I believe there's a website to see if your numbers in what you put has ever been drawn. uh, I think there's something where you could check your numbers. You could check your numbers in the last 5 years to see if your numbers were hit. So if you put, um, let's see, 5, 15, 25, 40, 50, 9. So you can literally go on Mega Millions, right? And you can type in your numbers, any numbers that you have. So 5, 15, 25, 40, 50. You can see if those numbers were ever hit. So yes, you can see a bunch of different Powerballs that have been hit, and you would win $2 out of all of those instances. But there's been times where literally only one number and one Powerball has been hit, or maybe going over here and still seeing out of the last 5 years, these numbers, none of these numbers have been hit, which is insane to say. Can you do 1, 13, 27, 55, 62, 9? So here you would have won quite a bit. So like this is the thing. And like you can have an ability. The issue is that you want to find a way to get all of your numbers hit. So in the last 5 years of playing those numbers, none of these numbers have been, well, they've been hit quite a bit. You had 3 chances here and 3 chances there. That's probably a sign that you have popular numbers. But either way, if those numbers weren't hit, then it gives your odds a little bit better of a chance. But they check in the last however many years to see if you've ever won any type of prize, so that you can you know eventually win the lottery. You can check the history of your numbers. Yeah, you can check the history of your numbers. We got his numbers. These aren't my numbers. The odds are still the same as the ratio or the calculation, but your probability in your mind is different. No, the odds are still the same. Yes, you're right. The overall odds are still the same, but if you take the odds and add it to other probabilities as well. So if you're adding it to, let's say, the fact that no numbers have been hit twice in a row, or in the last 5 years, the same numbers have not been hit twice, then you know that your odds get a little bit better playing something that's separate. But then you also want to play some numbers that are popular, things that come up more frequently than not. So yes, overall the odds are still the same. Um, but I want to see how this works out. I'm playing a ticket with five pairs on it every single week, or 2 times a week, for a year, and then I'm gonna continue and continue and continue and see if those numbers do hit. But I'm obviously going to check the numbers and make sure that none of them have been hit. But anyways, that's just me. I'm just doing that to see if you can win the lottery, and it's literally playing with money that I'm able to play with. Creating the videos potentially can make some of that money back. Um, but I do currently have a spreadsheet that I want to build up. Bring this over here, and let me. I have a spreadsheet that I want to build up because right now I've spent um, $30 and have gained $2 because I hit one jackpot number. So I do want to put all of the numbers here, all the numbers that I'm playing, and I'm literally going to create a whole entire full spreadsheet from it. Anyways, and this is not financial advice. It's not saying that you go out and do this. This is literally for just experimental purposes only. This is financially irresponsible to do something like this. It's just like the people that go out and spend on 500 tickets or 1,000 tickets as the lottery is happening, or it's at $1 billion or something like that. You never know what could happen, but it's financially irresponsible. So none of it is financial advice. Yep, every week. Done that for the last 15 years on the lotto, no win though, and twice a week. If you had no issue, you have no instance to where you've had three numbers or five numbers, because it's not only about winning the overall jackpot, but it's also about even winning, um, $1 million from the five numbers that you can gain. I made a lot of money investing pre announcement and selling post. That happens every time. Let me reckon you can never beat the machine, since that was in the IUI. What do you mean by that? I know there's people that think that it's all rigged. Every single bit of it is rigged. That they do the drawings after they already know all the numbers that have come in, and they choose the numbers that have not been drawn, and then eventually they make it random. So, you have 238 million dollars there, and they continue to push that up and up and up by rigging the lottery until they officially want it to have a winner. But we'll see. This is what I'm doing, is just to do this for entertainment purposes only. It's not for financial advice or telling people, hey, this is what you need to do. No, that's not the case. This is, like I said, financially irresponsible. Don't do that. All right. So we got 5 people that are over on Twitch. Thank you guys for being here. We have 244 people that are on YouTube. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We have 16 people on TikTok. I'll probably be on TikTok for the last 5 minutes. But hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to follow my Patreon, link is in the description to follow my Patreon. You can join there and get a bunch of different stuff, educational videos. Whenever I start day trading again, a ton of day trading videos as well. Portfolio updates, different buy alerts, sell alerts, all different types of stuff. And if you guys want to reach out to me directly, that's the best place to reach out to me. I really don't answer any of the DMs on Instagram. I don't get DMs from anybody on Twitter. So Patreon and the Discord group is probably the best place. But anyways, it could be rigged. That's quite possible. Yeah, I think it usually there's a lot of people that believe that things are rigged just to make people interested. Anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be over on TikTok if you guys want to chat with me for the last 4 minutes until 9 o'clock. But yeah, we'll see you in the next video.